risking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Double Joseph on my head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know go stop. You know go stop. You know pretend. Living a lie. You know be gang. You know go stop.
It's week 15 of the 2022 season. And up next are the Texans' leader at quarterback. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Texans and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come off a disappointment last time out. They put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start for... They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Right side completes to Mechie. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. The Texans had 6-7, a game under 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Kansas City taking the field for their... They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterbacks have been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. You look at the numbers for within his. Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Desmond King back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over. Out comes a huge to take over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Pass incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing throwing again on second down. Mahomes, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
For the football, the Houston Texans. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 28 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston offense running back out, and we'll get another look at John Mechie. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Good if he wants to reach that mark. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and it's the Cowboys who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got out on here now. What's the Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now a little jet sweep to start the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 6. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Pierce on the cross.
Gain of 31 on third down.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw here. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he is out. Inside the 30.